great to be here. These are exciting times in our diocese. I appreciate the privilege of being here. Neil and I have been asked to take about 10 or 12 minutes and do a little bit of teaching from the scriptures. And as I was thinking about what to teach on, it seemed like one of the things to address would be just some basic things from scripture about how do you form a new diocese. One of my convictions is that those that are biblical Christians spend a lot of time talking about the Bible and relatively little time actually looking at the scriptures. So we're much more likely to pick up a book on how to plan a diocese than we are to actually pick up the scriptures and believe that God might teach us directly from the Bible itself. So what I've done is I've copied Acts 13 and 14 for you. And we're going to just walk through it, obviously, very quickly. We're not going to mine all of the gold that's there. But what I'm hoping to do is to identify some pointers in Paul's first missionary journey that might be instructive for us as an emerging diocese on how we might do things. Before we do, let's just offer this time in God's word to Him. Father God, I pray that you would open our hearts to your word. You would give us insight about how we might do our life together in this emerging diocese. Give us grace to walk away with Jesus, having learned from you through your word. We pray in your holy name. Amen. Amen. All right, I want us just to walk through, and we're obviously not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to point out a few observations, and it's actually a great study to do with your vestries. Spend some time walking through Paul's first missionary journey, just asking the question of what does this mean for us? How does what Paul did in his first Spirit-inspired journey give us some instruction on how we might do our life together? All right, let's start at verse 1, 13:1. Now there were churches in Antioch. You can go back to chapter 11, 19, and on and see how Antioch was formed by Christians who were in the persecution in Acts 8, sent all around, and normal, everyday, walkabout Christians, not ordained people, were the ones that formed the church in Antioch. And they actually formed the church in Antioch by telling people who weren't Jews about Jesus, which was a bit heretical. I mean, why would you want to tell the Gentiles about Jesus? I mean, after all, they're Gentiles. So anyway, the church in Antioch, there were prophets and teachers there. Note both of those leadership roles. Both are important. We need to be grounded in Scripture, which is the role of the teacher. We also need to be led by the Spirit, which is the role of the prophet. So our churches need to be churches that are grounded in Scripture, led by the Spirit. Prophets and teachers gathered together: Barnabas, Simeon, who's called Niger, Lucius, and Cyrene, Manaen, and Saul. Now, interesting to note this leadership team. They're diverse even among the Jewish leaders. So you have Barnabas, Paul, and Manaen, who come from three of the major Jewish groups. Paul the Pharisee, you've got Barnabas, the Levite, concerned about the temple, and Manaen, who was a Herodian going up with Herod. The three groups didn't get along. But here in Antioch, they come together around the centrality of Jesus, which ought to tell us something about what our new diocese is going to be like. We come together around Christ, and in our differences, we're going to find a way to express that unity. But even beyond that, they're multicultural. You have Simeon, who's called Niger, so Simeon the black man, and Lucius of North Africa. Now, interestingly, we find out that Antioch was founded, Acts 11, founded by folks from Cyrene and Cyprus. So who knows? Maybe Lucius was one of the founding apostles, if you will, of the church there in Antioch. But multicultural, diverse, and probably these leaders coming from the outside. We know that's true of Barnabas and Saul. It's probably also true of Manaen, who's come from Jerusalem, of Lucius, who's come from Cyrene. So this is the church planting team. This is the original leadership of this new church, which maybe gives us some instruction of how we're going to do this. Verse 2. While they were worshiping the Lord and fasting, the Holy Spirit said. So we're going to lead our churches not through reading the newest books on church planting, reading the newest stuff on how to do it. We're going to lead our churches through worship and fasting. That's how Paul did it. That's how they did. So we want to be a completely immersed leadership team, immersed in worship, immersed in the life of the Spirit, leading by prayer, leading by worship, leading in fasting, saying to the Lord, you got us. That doesn't mean we're not going to read books, we're not going to care about best practices, etc., etc. I'm committed to that. But at the end of the day, you can read 1,000 books on church planting and know everything there is to know about church planting and never plant a church. We want to not be experts in what we're not doing. Right? All right, verse 4. Well, actually, the end of verse 2 there. Set apart from Barnabas and Saul. So they're ascending missional church, Antioch is. And notice who they sent. A little Greek grammar lesson. The two most important places in Greek grammar, if you have a list, are the first place and the last place. The first place is the most important. The last place is the second most important. So here's the list. Who's the first name mentioned? Barnabas. Who's the last name mentioned? Who are the two people that the Holy Spirit sets apart? Barnabas and Saul. In other words, he says, I'm going to take the rector and the associate and send them off to plant new churches. Something to learn from. We've been in all the churches where we would want to send the rector and the associate off. Not a new thing that we're reforming. But notice that it's the senior leadership that Paul sends off. It's not that the senior leadership hangs around for 117 years and sends off all of the junior guys to go plant churches, the most arduous, difficult work to do. We don't send our least trained, we send our most trained to do that work. All right. Verse 4. So being sent out by the Holy Spirit, they go down to Seleucia, etc. They go to Salamis and into the synagogues. Now notice that Paul's strategy is two-pronged. It's city-focused. So when you watch Paul on his missionary journey, all three of them, his missionary journeys, he goes from major city to major city. Paul doesn't go to Gainesville and then hang around for 100 years planting churches in all of the tiny little villages within walking distance of Gainesville. Paul would go to Gainesville, he would plant one Bible congregation and basically say, now it's your job to finish the task. Now, one thing he had asked him to say to the Romans that his work in Asia is finished. Now think about that. Right? Paul's gone through Asia twice at this point. And he says to the Romans, well, I'm done with Asia. There's no more for me to do there. Why? Because every little hamlet and village in Asia has gotten the gospel? No. But the major hubs all through Asia have received the gospel, and it's now their job to finish the task. We need to be thinking like Paul. We need to be planting dynamic congregations in every super Walmart city in North Florida and South Georgia. Right? They've already done the work for us. They've told us where the economic centers are. Because Walmart does not build a super Walmart out in the boonies. Right? No offense to your towns. From a town that doesn't have a Walmart. But they've already done the thinking. They've determined how far people will drive to have an experience they're looking for, i.e. shopping. We need to build a dynamic, growing congregation in every super Walmart town so that the people that will drive to Walmart to shop will drive our congregations to worship. And then, as missional congregations, we send them back to their towns, like Paul did, to plant mission fellowships in their villages. Make sense? All right, that's Paul's strategy. But notice he goes to the synagogue first. Paul starts with mere evangelism. He starts with evangelizing the folks that are most like him. So he goes to his friends. That's where evangelism starts for him. Now, eventually, he's going to go to the Gentiles. He's serving Antioch now, a mixed congregation. He's going to be primarily the apostles to the Gentiles. But he starts with cities. He starts with the synagogue. And you see in chapter 13 there, later on, we'll have a whole sermon that gets outlined by Luke.